Good evening, I'm Monica, and the latest news starts in the realm of business. A significant controversy has arisen involving Oprah Winfrey and comedian Katt Williams. Oprah is now at odds with Katt Williams, as he publicly exposed her for allegedly being a handler for Hollywood elites. Katt Williams claims that Oprah has been used by higher-ups in Hollywood to control and manipulate black artists, pointing to incidents where she treated some black artists unfairly on her show. He also accuses Oprah of being connected to individuals involved in serious controversies, including Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Additionally, he mentions Oprah's association with John of God, a spiritual healer who was later exposed for horrific crimes. Furthermore, Katt Williams suggests that Oprah attempted to handle and silence actress Taraji P. Henson after Taraji spoke out about being underpaid in the industry. Despite alleged threats from Oprah, Katt Williams remains defiant, promising to reveal more damaging information. This controversy has sparked discussions about Oprah's actions and intentions, with some questions. Take a look at the video.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Prince.
Y'all, so it looks like the battle line has been drawn between Oprah and Katt Williams because Oprah is now threatening to ruin Katt's life after he embarrassed and exposed her as a handler for the Hollywood elites. But y'all know that Katt never backs down from a fight, and he is now fighting back at Oprah and threatening to release more tea on her and take her down completely. Y'all better come on inside the room, cause listen, this chaos is about to get real.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Okay, so it looks like Oprah is sick and tired of people trying to drag her, and she has finally decided to speak up and stand up for herself against the accusations. And she decided to go after none other than Katt Williams. Oprah has been in the news these past couple of weeks after Taraji started a conversation about her and how she doesn't look out for black women in the industry like she pretends to. Now, for a very long time, Oprah has been said to be something of a champion for black rights in Hollywood, as well as a philanthropist. But Katt is now coming out to prove that not only is Oprah not the good person we think she is, but she is way worse than we could ever imagine. But get this, it goes way beyond Taraji because according to Katt, Oprah has been playing in our faces for the longest time. Katt claimed that Oprah has been used by the higher ups in Hollywood to keep black artists in line and keep them dancing to their tune. He pointed out how Oprah has been putting down her fellow black artists for years, pointing out how she did Ludacris dirty and had him looking stupid when he went on her show to promote the movie Crash. Back in the day, Oprah's show was where all black artists went to promote their new movies, music, and whatever they had going on. But sometimes, Oprah would suddenly switch up and decide to make some of the artists look bad, and that's what she did to Ludacris. During the interview, Oprah decided to shift course from the talking about the movie and Ludacris's role in that movie, and she decided to start pressing him about his music and why he used the N-word in his music, even though the interview had nothing to do with his music. Ludacris definitely wasn't feeling it, and he called her out on the radio interview.
About, I was there for Crash for the movie.
Yeah.
And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash. And so I didn't necessarily feel like that needed to be said. You know, you didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music.
Right.
But that's not all, because when the Ludacris interview with Oprah aired on her show, she went on to edit and cut out certain parts of Ludacris's response to her questions to make him look bad.
She was able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal, and when I saw the final show, her comments were in there.
Right, was in there, but yours wasn't in there.
And mine weren't in there, so it just looked like I kind of took it.
Wow.
Like it was just quiet and didn't
Are you
say
against
nothing.
that?
I did.
Now, according to Katt, what we're seeing is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to her using her platform for all the wrong reasons, and he didn't hold back, throwing some major shade her way for the way she tried to destroy Michael Jackson's legacy. Now let's rewind to 1993, when Michael Jackson, the king of pop, granted Oprah a rare interview at his Neverland ranch. Now that's a big deal because we all know how guarded MJ was about his private life. The exclusive sit-down catapulted Oprah's fame even higher, not just in the US but globally. And for years after this, she claimed to be MJ's friend. But here's where it takes a turn. Fast forward to Michael's passing and Oprah did a complete switcheroo. She hopped on the controversy train surrounding the Leaving Neverland documentary, putting MJ in a not so flattering light. She took it up a notch by dedicating an entire segment to interviewing MJ's former accusers, Wade Robson and James Safechuck. Now that move alone stirred up a ton of controversy because both Wade and James had backtracked on their earlier claims, swearing under oath that MJ didn't SA them like they initially accused him of. So what was Oprah doing when she was giving these guys a platform to reopen the whole Michael Jackson case? It felt like she was trying to throw shade on MJ's legacy by getting people to talk about it all over again. She tried to defend herself when she claimed that she was just shedding light on the widespread pattern of SA in the industry. But here's where it gets very interesting. It's a bit rich coming from Oprah, especially when you consider her ties to other individuals in the industry accused of SA. Harvey Weinstein and even Jeffrey Epstein. Let me tell y'all, these Steens been crazy for years. But anyway, she was close friends with both of them. Now rumor has it that she might have even known about their questionable activities before the whole expose blew up. It's definitely the pot calling the kettle black, right? Yes, Oprah, the advocate for awareness, having some deep connections with individuals involved in very issues that she claims to be shedding light on? Yeah, it's giving hypocrite, but then a lot of people have actually spoken up about this, like the time British actress Katie Noble exposed Oprah and Naomi Campbell for helping Harvey Weinstein trick her and SA her.
And he was with people in which I admired dearly. He was with Naomi Campbell, he had Oprah Winfrey there with him, who entered the room and was swinging off his arm and just seemed like a very dear friend.
According to Katt, Oprah didn't have a problem with SA per se because she didn't seem to mind very much when it was her friends doing the SAing. Katt also pointed out how Oprah has been linked to other men who have been accused of inappropriate behavior. But let's take a little stroll down memory lane, shall we? Remember when Oprah was all about this Brazilian guy she called himself John of God, claiming to be a spiritual healer? Well, Oprah didn't just talk the talk, she hopped on a plane to Brazil to meet him, and she was so thrilled about the whole thing that she even brought him on her show. And this is where it gets absolutely crazy. Oprah stayed connected to the John of God for a good couple of years, but then bam, the guy gets exposed for some seriously messed up stuff, child and human trafficking. Turns out he had women chained up against their will, forcibly impregnated them, made them have babies, and then get this, sold the babies for profit for their organs. I mean, that's next level disturbing. And since Oprah was all linked up to this guy, of course she got dragged into that mess. But Oprah played it cool, like it never happened. No apology, no explanations, nada. All she did was hit the delete button on the videos of John from her page, and that was that. No official statement from her, no distancing herself from the scandal. It was like we was in the Twilight Zone, like we didn't see what we had saw. Like John never existed in Oprah's world. And if you're scratching your head wondering why this wasn't plastered all over the US media, well, Katt claims that Oprah's got some powerful friends to thank for keeping that stuff on the low. Now remember how we said that Oprah is such a great philanthropist and that she opened a school for girls in South Africa? Well, it didn't take long for the school to be dragged into some more concerning controversy. One of the school matrons was arrested on SA charges for being inappropriate with the female students, which is absolutely sad. Singer Seal also hinted that Oprah was lying about not knowing of Harvey Weinstein's crimes. He made a post on Instagram saying, "Oh, I forgot, that's right. You'd heard rumors, but you had no idea he was actually seriously a young starry-eyed actresses who in turn had no idea what they were getting into. My bad, sanctimonious Hollywood." But the interesting thing about this is that suddenly Seal faced battery charges only 5 days after calling Oprah out. The charges, of course, were dropped after a few days, but the interesting thing here is that an inside source revealed that Seal's accuser reported the singer to police in Los Angeles after she noticed that he had accused Oprah Winfrey of knowing about Harvey Weinstein's sexual offenses in a damning Instagram post. Well, according to Katt, this was not a simple coincidence because Oprah attempted to take Sil out and land him in jail, even though he was innocent of all the allegations that she brought against him. But that didn't matter to Oprah. She just wanted her lick back at all costs, even if it meant getting an innocent black man in trouble. Now, all this happened a while ago, and the rumors of Oprah being a handler just kind of died down after that, until Taraji's revelations a few weeks ago. Taraji went full-on truth bomb, admitting she was sick and tired of being shortchanged, getting anything but what she rightfully deserved. But she wasn't just talking, she was ready to walk it. Ready to walk it like she tuck it, walk it like she tuck it. In fact, she dropped the bomb when she almost walked away from the Oprah movie Color Purple, because the offer that Oprah made was just too low and frankly insulting.
I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this?
She also went on Gayle King's show, and she was so upset that it drove her to tears.
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, "You work a lot." Well, have to. The math ain't mathin'.
However, fans weren't exactly thrilled with Gayle's interview tactics. They felt like she tiptoed around the real issues that Taraji fired up on because she's very close friends with Oprah. See, Gayle's been vocal about how Oprah gave her her career boost and they're basically besties. Well, fans had this theory that Gayle held back on pushing Taraji because she knew the real talk might shine a not so flattering light on Oprah. But here's the kicker. Turns out, Gayle's protective moves weren't needed. The internet exploded with folks coming for Oprah, digging up her not so great track record of treating black women in the industry. Well, this is where Katt Williams stepped in and threw some major shade at Oprah, accusing her of trying to handle Taraji and keep her down.
They're vastly underpaid. They say the math is not mathing. They get X amount of dollars by the time Uncle Sam get his cut, by the time the agency get their cut, and what you see they were supposed to get is a fraction of that. Where do you come down on that, Katt?
It was the saddest thing ever, because imagine being in your genre, in your sub-niche, whatever it is. Imagine being in your lane. Imagine being one of the very top of your lane. That to the point where if they don't take you for the role, there's not 3 black actresses that they can say are bigger than you that we're gonna give this to. Imagine you being at that point and have to humble yourself and say, they're not paying me, y'all. And they not making my pay go up because I'm doing better or nothing. It don't matter to them that I'm famous and people know me or nothing. They want to pay me exactly what they paying the new girl. And I've been suffering under it for a decade now.
Katt also had some specific words for Oprah, hinting that he had dirt on her and that he would take her down.
This thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Well, according to an insider, Oprah is not here for Katt speaking on her like that, and she has allegedly been making plans to ruin Katt before he spills more tea on her. The insider claims that Oprah is furious at Katt and has been making threats at him, trying to get him to recant his statement, but if y'all know Katt, then you know this is never gonna happen. Well, fans have left comments on this saying, Oprah is somehow always associated with serial SAers and pedophiles, a very dangerous and evil woman. Oprah is a groomer and a handler. Look back into her school in Africa. Look who she has hung out with her whole life. Sex predators. We see you, Oprah. Sold her soul to get what she has. And I don't know how Oprah still ain't get her ish lit up on the media. She evil as hell. Y'all fans are not here for Oprah, and it looks like Katt is untouchable to her because he has the backing of the people of the streets.
Thank you for joining us tonight on The Pressure Cooker. Again, I'm Monica and we appreciate your time. Please stay connected, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Good night.